Hey guys, welcome back to Small Town Wonders.
We are in Custer State Park today. We got our entrance pass when we came in, and then we are about to go into the visitor center. After the visitor center, I think we're going to check out the wildlife loop, so we're just going to bring you guys along with us. The Custer State Park Visitor Center was absolutely beautiful. It's set right in the middle of the park's rolling hills and pine-dotted landscape, with tall glass windows that let you look straight out over the Black Hills. It feels like the outdoors is part of the building. Inside, everything has a warm, rustic lodge feel with natural wood beams, stone accents, and open, airy spaces filled with sunlight. One of our favorite parts was the interactive map of the park. It showed where wildlife had recently been spotted in real time. You could see where bison, burros, and other wildlife were most active that day, which made planning our route so much more exciting. It really brought the whole park to life and made us feel like part of the adventure.
Description of each of the trails to decide, So do you have like an ultimate destination today, like where you need to be back to by a certain time? That takes you from that parking spot trail for yours.
I didn't know. To film all of them, but see the prom. We saw lots of fun facts about the bison while exploring the visitor center, and there were several interactive displays to check out. It made learning about the park's wildlife even more fun. Oh, it doesn't work. Why isn't it turning on? It said they got struck. Close lightning strike.
Oh wow.
But apparently you can, the closer you get, you can like hear it. Let me get.
Do you know that they have poor eyesight?
It's like hollow. I love that.
And you don't have to include it too.
We could take a cow, I think. Bull, not so much. Yeah, they do exist.
Do me a favor, go ahead and climb up.
I think Braden should give this a climb, not me.
We finished looking around and learning all about the bison before making our way back to the car. On our way out, we spotted a few geese gathered near a peaceful little creek, the perfect ending to our stop at the visitor center.
Looks like there's some geese over there. You might be able to see them better from over here. So we just finished in the visitor center. We're gonna do the wildlife loop first. The ranger in there said that the bison are moving, so I'm hoping we get to see them before they're all gone. So we'll see.
We kept our eyes peeled for wildlife as we set out on the wildlife loop adventure. At first, we started to feel a little bummed as we continued to search with no luck. But then, we stumbled upon lots and lots of wildlife. It turned into such an exciting and memorable part of the day. It was a pretty gloomy day for our visit to Custer, but we made the most of it, braving the wind and rain to explore and enjoy every moment.
There's a little guy way up there.
They're watching you. Watching you. Hey, like shark. Gotta have one.
We said goodbye to all the bison and continued on our way. Before long, we came to an area where a group of wild burros had gathered. A nice man offered us some carrots to feed them, and it was such a cool experience.
Smile, Braden.
Yeah, show the first bag. Yeah. You need more, Sarah? You gotta bring the plastic bag back.
You take my picture too.
I'm on my phone. Go ahead and walk up to him. Here, get closer. Smile again, touch him.
Big.
Pretty.
Okay.
There's one right, a couple of them. Look at him sitting on top of his kingdom.
After the wildlife loop, we drove the little road up to Mount Coolidge. It's a pretty steep climb with some sharp edges, and the clouds cut off a lot of the view, but what we could see of the Black Hills was stunning. Totally worth it.
Got another 20 steps.
So this is the Mount Coolidge lookout, and then we're gonna go up in the fire tower and check that out. It's starting to rain a little bit. Nope, maybe not. Oh, it's raining. When I did.
Hauling this stone up here wouldn't have been good, which they might have just found up here. The elevation's pretty high here.
Maybe that's why.
Currently at about 5,500 feet of elevation. All right, we made it to Legion Lake, and we're about to do the loop around the lake. And so,
And they have Legion Lodge behind us, and they have like dining, a gift shop, bathrooms, just snacks, souvenirs, stuff like that. And then there's also Legion Campground kind of across the big road. So we're gonna start on the trail. So they do have a little beach here and a playground and some bathrooms, so I'm sure on like a hot sunny day it's pretty full, but it's pretty gloomy today and it's been raining on and off, so.
and they do have rentals for like kayaks and maybe even canoes.
Yeah.
So.
Not too far along the trail, we passed a small group of geese, perfectly at home by the water's edge. The Legion Lake Trail is a gentle loop, just about a mile long, making it a nice, easy walk for most people. For the most part, the path hugs the shoreline, with wide open views of the lake and the pine-covered hills reflecting on the water like a mirror. But once you get past the halfway point, the trail does climb a bit. There's an uphill stretch with some rocks and uneven ground that might be tricky if you're not used to hiking or if you have mobility issues. It's nothing extreme, but it's enough to get your heart pumping. The payoff, though, is worth it. From the higher points, you get a different perspective of Legion Lake and the black hills surrounding it, before the trail eases back down to the water's edge.
With it earlier, and I felt that all the way in my neck.
Oh, that's a...
Over there will be some good.
Hold on.
I had hurt my knee earlier in the week, and I'll be honest, this trail pushed it a bit. The uneven, rocky sections didn't do my balance or my feet any favors either, so it wasn't the easiest walk for me. But once we rounded back toward the shoreline, the trail smoothed out and we finished up with the lake right behind us. Along the way, we passed several people stretched out in hammocks tucked into the trees. It looked like the perfect, quiet spot to just relax and maybe even drift off for a nap with the sound of the water nearby. Our next stop on the Custer adventure is the famous Needles Highway. The highway stretches about 14 miles through the Black Hills, and every twist and turn had us anxious to see what was waiting around the next corner. The views were absolutely breathtaking, a true must-do when visiting Custer. We took our time winding our way up, enjoying each stop along the way, and we'll show you some up-close shots of the iconic Needles Eye Tunnel. I can honestly say the drive to the top was worth every moment. Needles Highway was built in 1922, and it was considered an engineering marvel of its time, with many doubting it could even be constructed through such rugged terrain. The road takes its name from the towering needle-like rock formations that rise dramatically above the pines creating some of the most breathtaking views in Custer State Park. Along the way, you'll encounter several one-lane tunnels, the most famous being the Needle's Eye Tunnel, which is just 8 feet 4 inches wide and 11 feet 3 inches high. This iconic tunnel frames the sharp granite needle that has become the highway's namesake. Custer State Park itself spans over 71,000 acres, making it one of the largest state parks in the United States. It's best known for its wildlife, most famously the herd of nearly 1,500 free-roaming bison, but you'll also spot elk, mountain goats, pronghorn, and even the occasional mountain lion. Between the dramatic rock formations, twisting switchbacks, and unforgettable wildlife, the Needles Highway truly is a must-do when visiting Custer. Most areas near the top of the Needles Highway are one lane, so being patient is definitely key. We did capture some small clips driving through the tunnels, but once we made it through and walked back inside, the views looking out were absolutely spectacular. The framing of the granite spires through the tunnel is something you really have to see for yourself. So sit back and enjoy a little bit of the fun we had exploring inside the Needle's Eye Tunnel. We had so much fun just watching the traffic squeeze in and out of the tunnel, but eventually it was time to move on. Our adventure wasn't over yet though. The road led us to our final stop in Custer, the beautiful Sylvan Lake.
Alright, so we made it to Sylvan Lake here, and we're going to do a little, I think, a loop around the lake and maybe feel the water and see how cold it is.
We had heard so many good things about Sylvan Lake, so we knew we had to see it for ourselves. Even though the sun wasn't out and there was a bit of chill in the wind, the beauty of the lake still stopped us in our tracks. We really wanted to stay longer and even go for a swim, but with plans already lined up for the evening, it just didn't work out this time. Hopefully, we can come back and spend an entire day here, because it's the kind of place you never want to leave. Sylvan Lake has been called the crown jewel of Custer State Park. It was created in 1881 when a dam was built across Sunday Gulch Creek, and today it's surrounded by towering granite formations and peaceful pine forests. A trail circles the entire lake, just over a mile long, making it an easy and scenic hike that shows off the lake from every angle.
Pictures look fake, they're so pretty.
Really good.
We've heard a lot about this lake and this trail, and it's definitely worth it even if you don't do any other hikes. This one's very pretty.
You might even recognize Sylvan Lake from the movies. It was featured in National Treasure Book of Secrets and also in Wyatt Earp, both of which filmed scenes right here. And honestly, it was every bit as beautiful and peaceful as everyone told us it would be.
Spiral. I've never seen a formation like that.
Can we go ahead?
This one's not really bad.
No, better.
It's like roots, and it's not rock.
Yeah.
But I just don't know which way to go.
Let me see here. Did we go down the right way? I think it's this way. Yeah, I think this is it. Let me get first. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on.
Which honestly is kind of like misleading. Let's go. Gonna go up and at least get the view.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Might as well since we're here.
What?
Since we're here.
I guess some people call it rock.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's cool.
All these rocks. Looks like people have probably went down this to get to the lake. I think I would get down and swim over to somewhere else because getting back up might be a little hairy. Kinda. Oh wow. Let me get down off. So this is kind of like the back of the dam, and then we're gonna go hopefully up on top and kind of look over the lake.
Smells like new wood.
Hmm?
New, like stained wood almost. What's that? Oh. Watch the balance of Gracie.
Very good. Go in the lake.
She's like a mountain goat. She's just so sure-footed.
Feel like we went very far up, but that's where we just were. So I guess we did. More incline than we thought. I would say if the lake is too high, definitely can't get to this. If those rocks are underwater, I guess you could swim to it if you wanted, but if you don't want to get wet, then I don't think you could get to it. So that's where we were. We walked across those over and to look out there. We decided to just take a break for a minute, kind of enjoy the view of the lake before we finish up the trail. We're kind of right on the dock. So we're kind of even with the lake. It looks really pretty from here. There's some people with a canoe, kayak, lots of people swimming.
Thank you so much for coming along with us on our adventure through Custer State Park. We hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss more adventures coming soon, and leave us a comment below. Would you love to visit Custer? What's your favorite part if you've been, or is it on your bucket list? See you soon!